Yo, what's up, everybody? How are we doing today? Today is Thursday. New chapter time. Are you ready? All right, let's start reading. Ready, go. Okay, I'm kidding. Hold on. How's everyone doing? Yo, Chance, thank you so much for the memberships. I appreciate that so much, brother. Anton, looks like you got it. Got on the 5 gifted memberships, so congratulations. Welcome to the club. Juan Martinez, Cash, Lou Hoyan. I'm sorry if I'm saying that wrong. Aim PDX. Yo, guys, welcome to the Hidden VIP. Thank you so much for that, Chance. That was really generous of you. How's it going, everyone? I hope everyone's having a good day, a good week so far. It's only been a few days since our last stream, so yeah. It feels almost like it was yesterday. But, yeah, I'm excited. I'm assuming this is the chapter we're going back to Egghead on, right? Like, this is the one? Or is it going to be, like, 1090? Are we going to do, like, a flat number? Maybe this is, like, the chapter we lead into it with? I don't know. But this is exciting. And also, we're coming off a break week. So, let me just say, I mean, break week following the Void month is rough. So it does feel nice to kind of get back into some kind of flow. Hopefully we don't have another break coming up very soon, but obviously, you know, Oda should take all the time he needs, but, you know, still. I'm a different man without the beard. Well, I appreciate that, if that's a good thing. Hey, guys, by the way, I started Hajime no Ippo yesterday. I only watched, like, the first 3 episodes, but I'm starting the anime. Yeah, I thought it was pretty good. I watched the first 3 episodes. I saw Ippo catch the leaves falling from the tree with the jabs. I watched him fight... what was his name? I don't remember who the guy's name was, but he fought some guy in a sparring match. That was pretty dope. That was a fun episode. I will say, I mean, obviously it's an anime, but that dude is getting his head smacked around pretty hard. I would not advise people to keep getting back up after, like, 6 knockdowns. Like, that's actually what makes boxing such a dangerous sport compared to some others, is even arguably, like, UFC, because you can get put in a submission hold, and that's the end of the UFC match. In boxing, you keep getting back up, hit in the head, fall down, get back up, hit in the head again. That's really bad for you. So, Ippo, don't be like Ippo. That's, like, fucked up. But, I mean, the dude's a beast. I was enjoying it. I was enjoying what I watched so far. So, as I get deeper into it, I'll probably stream some reactions to that. Let's see. What's up, everyone? I see a lot of familiar faces in the chat. Some people I think I didn't see on the Monday stream, so that's nice. Welcome back, everybody. Just giving people time to roll in before we start the chapter. Yeah. Yeah, no, seriously, it's no joke. Boxing, like, brain damage in boxing is a serious thing. They actually do bring that up in Hajime no Ippo, though, from what I already saw. So, but I do like the anime-fying of boxing. I think that's pretty entertaining. I also like that with basketball, too. I really enjoyed what I watched of Kuroko no Basketball. And obviously Slam Dunk is, like, the GOAT sports manga. Yeah, Tyante, I saw you haven't been here in a while. I did notice that. I'm glad to see you here, brother. Ippo is the best underdog in anime? Oh, that's exciting for me. I love underdogs. I love underdog characters. I also like when the protag is, like, busted strong, too. Like, I like that Ippo has, like, a natural strength to him. It's gonna be entertaining to watch him, like, it's like, it kind of reminds me of Sakuragi in Slam Dunk, because, like, Sakuragi was not a good basketball player, but he was really naturally strong. So he could yam the ball in the basket whenever he need, like, if he, well, it took him a while to do that, but, like, you know, he had the power to do that. And the manga teases it a bunch, like, Sakuragi will jump for the basket, and, you know, he'll, like, fuck it up or miss it or something, but for, like, that split second, you're like, wait, this guy's about to, like, yam the ball. He's about to go fucking hard. And then when it finally does happen, it's the most hype thing ever. I feel like that same vibe with Hajime no Ippo. Ippo is like naturally a really strong dude. So anytime like he's about to land a punch on someone, you're like, if he hits that, that's going to be a devastating punch. But he's obviously an inexperienced boxer, so he's strong, but he can't land his hits yet. So it's going to be entertaining to see that evolution where he becomes like a stronger, faster, better, more accurate fighter. Partha, thank you for the VIP message, bro. He said, One Piece in this community get me through a lot and always give me something to look forward to. Your work is much appreciated. Thank you very much, bro. I appreciate that. I appreciate your membership, your viewership, your support. I mean, all that. You guys have gotten me through a lot of stuff, too. Like, seriously, on the other end of it, like, making this content, it would not be fun if it wasn't for, like, me doing all these streams, getting to, like, chill with you guys every week. I gotta say, that was one of the best decisions I made for my channel, was like kind of opening up to the community and streaming and like interacting directly with you guys. So it's gotten me through a lot too. A lot of you guys have given me like confidence when I didn't have it in my content and stuff like that. So I appreciate you guys very greatly. So thank you for that message, Partha. Lonely Mage, thank you for the VIP message as well, bro. He said, watching you and a live volcanic eruption in Iceland. Is that happening right now? Let's check it out. This is kind of crazy. Is there a live feed of this? Did it pop off? It's popping off. Oh, shit. See that little bit? Oh! That little bit right there. Oh! It's about to pop off soon. Any minute now. Yeah, because you could see for like the last 6 hours, it was just smoking. It was just smoking. I know you guys want me to fucking read the One Piece chapter, but hold on. This is relevant. This is Akainu related, okay? Look at that. It started. Now it's really starting to get up there. Oh, shit. That's crazy. Vargon, thank you for the $5 Canadian, bro. He said, what did you think of the zone theory? Is there anything that stuck out as being impossible? I'm trying to disprove it rather than prove it. The zone theory, I'm trying to remember. Is that the one that we watched at the end of the last stream, that video? If so, I already gave a full breakdown in the last... I don't know if you caught that, or are you talking about one in the Discord? Because if there's one in the Discord, then I haven't read it yet. Yeah, I mean, if you give me a reminder, if it was the one at the end of the last stream, that video that we watched, yeah, I gave a full breakdown there that might help you out. I don't remember if that was you that sent that. Ace, no! Ace, get away! That volcano isn't safe. Oh. This is the most terrifying sight for anyone named Portgas. Portgas D. Alright. Well, that was fun. That was interesting. Volcanoes are crazy. Actually, some of the scariest shit ever. I'll be totally honest with you. I was in Kyushu in Japan. Was it last summer now? Yeah, it was last summer. And in Kyushu, there was a volcano that just like a day before I landed in Kyushu, the volcano was like highly, highly active. It just started going off. And there were like warnings of a potentially huge eruption that would have been like within viewing distance of me where I was staying. I'm not even sure if I would have been within the danger zone, but probably I don't think I was, but it could have been potentially, depending on how big the eruption was. All I'll say is you don't appreciate how scary it is to live near an active volcano until you're forced to be near an active volcano for like 24 hours. That is some scary shit. That is something that you don't want. I don't know. I'm sure there are some people out there in the chat that maybe are like, I deal with that every day. You're a pussy. But if you know what, I'll give you that W. You can hold. I'll take the L here. If you can stand that on a regular basis, more power to you, man. I wouldn't be able to. Okay. We got a good amount of people in here. I think it's about time we start the chapter. So now I'm actually gonna start. No more baiting. Let's go. Alright, so now I'm not going to look at the chat for the rest of the chapter, so you can say whatever you want in there, call me an idiot, whatever. I don't care, I won't see it, so I can't ban you. Anyway, chapter 1089, Under Siege. The stars outside. Wait, oh, this is a note from Sanji. Cover request by Parko. A cow serves Nami a late-night mug of warm milk while she works on her sea charts. The stars outside shine almost as beautifully as you, Nami-san. Would you like to come watch them with me? Sanji. Thanks, but I saw them earlier. That's a fucked up response. Thanks, but I've seen the stars before, actually, so I'm good on that. Is that Sanji outside the window right there? Yeah, look at him. Oh, that's awesome. This is a real comfy vibe here. Where'd they even find a cow? Where'd they find a cow like this? Is that the Impel Down guard? Now, we have to look into the lore of this cover story request. Because this guy, this could be a major character here. This cow? This could be a really important... I'm just kidding. East Blue, Fuchsia Village. Oh, shit. Wait a second. I didn't know we were going here. This is not on the agenda for this afternoon. Did you hear about Garp-san missing in action on Pirate Island? What does that mean? It doesn't say dead, right? They're having like the same reaction that a lot of us had. There's no need to worry about him. He's a living legend. Yeah, the mayor's right. Yeah. You think this is funny? Wow, sorry, I didn't realize it was you. He's yelling at the baby. I guess we're all a little on edge over Garp-san. The baby's even starting to recognize Luffy's face from the photos. You really love seeing Big Bro Luffy, don't you? Bah. Wait, has the baby ever seen Luffy? How'd the baby recognize him? Garp, Luffy, what are you doing? Oh, man. I feel bad for Dadan. That's a really rough spectator's seat to be in. Like, the people that you love and care about happen to be Luffy, Ace, Sabo, and Garp. And Ace was in the newspaper 2 years ago. Sabo's been in the newspaper, and so is Luffy and Garp. Like, literally everyone you care about. Imagine being Dadan. You live in a remote island in the middle of nowhere. And you just keep getting these newspapers that have articles with the headline about people that you care about in really precarious situations, one after the other. That's brutal. It's times like this that, like, I mean, it's probably the same thing, right? But it's like, I'm almost glad that Luffy doesn't have, like, loving parents at home waiting for him, like some shonen protags or something. I don't know. Like like, I like that Luffy's kind of like an independent guy, because I feel bad for anyone that like cares for his well-being. But like Dadan is basically his mom. But yeah, that's rough. East Blue. This is Logtown. Cool. This is like the first we've seen of Logtown. Yeah, there's a sign. This is the first we've seen of Logtown in like a good while. That's cool. South Blue. It's a tsunami. Get to higher ground. Earthquake. No earthquake in recorded history matched the one felt on that day. West Blue. North Blue. It's a big one. It caused untold destruction across the entire world. Really? Grand Line, there's Laboon there. No one could determine the epicenter, so the significance of this geological event went unnoticed. What the hell is happening? Unbeknownst to the people. Get to the hilltop. Sheesh. A kingdom known as Lulusia was erased from the map only 6 days prior. We've reached the spot where the kingdom was. There's no trace of it left, just a massive hole. It's like a circular waterfall in the middle of the sea. We can't sail any closer, but it doesn't look like the hole will collapse in on itself. The ensuing earthquakes caused the global sea level to rise by approximately 1 meter. Okay, first off, now we have the confirmation that what happened at Enies Lobby is this. But I'm pretty sure everyone was fairly confident on that. But now we have it guaranteed. That's what happened. So, Enies Lobby is built on top of an island that formerly doesn't exist. Now, we were talking about this last time, the possibility of... was it Denden Kushi's video? He was talking about the possibility that Marineford was placed on the former location of God Valley. And then we went on a tangent about how it would possibly... It wouldn't be Marineford, but like a good alternative would be Impel Down. Or not Impel Down, Enies Lobby, because of the giant hole in the ocean that could have been where God Valley was. But the problem was the timeline, right? Because Oimo and Kashi were guarding Enies Lobby prior to 50 years ago, it was like since 100 years ago or whatever, right? Or not 100, but it was like they got captured and they were part of the Giant Warrior Pirates and all that, like 50, 60 plus years ago. So, and they were guarding Impel Down, or not? They were guarding. I'm so stupid. They were guarding Enies Lobby since then, which would have happened before the Rocks incident. So. Could it be, like... I mean, now that I think about it, it doesn't necessarily rule out that they were there. God Valley could have still been at Enies Lobby, and the gates of justice and all that stuff could have still been there from the beginning. Oimo and Kashi could have been guarding the gates leading into God Valley from the beginning. They never told us that they, like, you know. So it's possible. It's possible. And maybe they built what is currently hanging over the hole in Enies Lobby. They built that after God Valley got erased. And they built that little island. Another thing to talk about here is the ensuing earthquakes caused the global sea level to rise by approximately 1 meter. That makes me wonder if the Void Century is a situation... Okay, let me put it this way. Emu brought up the Great Cleansing, right? And there's like a potential Great Cleansing, like Cataclysm event that's going to wipe out all these different... you know, undesirable people in the One Piece world for the world government. The revolutionaries, the rebelling countries. You know, Emu made a decision that it might be time for a great cleansing. We don't know if this has happened before. I can only assume this happened in the Void Century. The Void Century was the first great cleansing attempted by the current world government. I wouldn't be surprised if this very power was used during the Void Century so much that it caused the sea level to rise like a considerable amount. Off of one use of this Lulusia beam, the ocean rose by 1 meter. Now, let's say it wasn't just one Lulusia. Let's say there was hundreds of countries or a massive country, or you use that weapon tons of times. How Now we're talking. Now imagine if I said that the emu's laser. What if I said emu's laser or whatever was used 200 times in the Void Century? Now let's put that in in these terms here. That would be 200 meters. Right? I don't know if that's how that works in like actual geology or whatever, but just think about that. Imagine if the ocean rose 200 meters. 200 meters is no joke. That's a lot. That's a very large distance. Right? It could have been. It could have been like that was used too much, and that caused the entire ocean to raise like very, very high. And then what that makes me wonder, was the red line... Okay, so now here's another thing to think about. Was it that the red line was always there? Or was it not always there? Or was it always there except Fishman Island, that like archway, that hole in the bottom of the red line? It could be that the ocean level was so much lower back in the day that Fishman Island was relatively close to the surface with all these other places. And it was actually rather easy to go under the red line through where the Ryugu Kingdom currently is. And then it was after all this shit happened that the water level kept raising and raising and raising. Iced Empire says, I'm a geologist. I know I said I wasn't going to look at the chat, but this is too interesting. I'm a geologist and I have no idea how this big hole caused the global sea level to rise. A bunch of formerly ocean space was displaced by land somehow. Right. Right. And that's also a weird thing, right? Because the island displaced the water. So if anything, removing the island would make the ocean lower, right? Like if you just vaporize the island from existence, then there's nothing displacing the water in the ocean. So the ocean should go down. I don't know if that's how it, I'm just saying, like, wouldn't that make more sense than go up? You remove something in the ocean and then the water level rises? Especially considering there's a massive empty hole here where there used to be water. So, I mean, I guess that... Okay. Now we can tie this into the last theory review again, because we had that one theory at the beginning that Joy Girl made, which I did... Even back then, I was like, this seems like a plausible idea, and it seems more plausible now that Emu's abilities might be related to space in general. Like, the ability to control space somehow might allow for a hole like this to remain. I don't know. This is crazy. This is crazy. A lot to talk about in just this this one panel here. Many of the world's shores. What is happening? The tide has never gotten this high before. It'll recede eventually, won't it? Many of the world's shores were lost beneath the waves. How are we meant to run on the beach now? So they don't have a beach anymore. That's crazy. Some islands were submerged entirely. Everything's flooded. Yeah, I mean, damn. There's a shark in my house. We can't stay here. Reports of flooded islands are still coming in. It shouldn't be high tide yet. I'm sure to get a big catch on a day like this. You numbskull, how is going fishing now would be suicide. Wait until the reveal gets dropped that Woof Slap is like Garp's brother or something. That's gonna turn a lot of heads. New World Egghead. Island of the future. Sea levels have risen worldwide. Yes, sir, we're at a loss. A massive force has surrounded the island, possessing more than enough firepower to put a Buster Call to shame. Put a Buster Call to shame, huh? Okay. I mean, this looks like a pretty standard Buster Call, but maybe there's like 10 times the amount of ships by the looks of it. There's some really big ships here. Like, you see this one in the background is actually way smaller than that massive one that's even further in front of it. That's insane. That's a massive ship. The fleet is comprised of over 100 ships of various size and class. Wow, it's a mecha monster. There are 20 great warships among them, and a total of 30,000 marines. Really? 30,000. This is actually like a Marineford sized scenario. Like that's absurd. Hey Unc, didn't I tell you not to lay a hand on the weaponized sea beasts? They started it. This operation is being spearheaded by 9 Navy HQ Vice Admirals. Wow. I'm at a loss for words with some of these character designs. I'm at a loss for words with these fucking character designs, man. Oh, man. Has this guy been a character with the 10 chins? Is it like, is he, is this new? Is this guy new? He looks like he's like right out of Futurama. Is that his name, Chinzo? How do I... Man, what a panel. Fuck yeah. Alright, well... You know what's insane to me is that, like, he can get away with this. Like, Oda can get away... That's insane to me, man. That he can get away with that. And I'm not trying to say that he shouldn't. I'm just saying... I don't think there's another manga on the face of planet Earth where you could be like, yo, these high-level fighters are pulling up to start the biggest shit in the entire story's history. It's about to go down more than it ever has, ever. And then it's just, these are the guys, and you just, like, show this lineup of, like, the most ridiculous, most unappealing, well, some of them are appealing, but, like, some of the most unappealing looking characters ever created. And it's so badass. Like, these guys are about to fuck shit up. I know Chinzo goes hard, man. Wow. I wish I was a good enough artist to pull that off. Admiral Kizaru. Borsalino. You aren't making this easy for me, Sentomaru-kun. Can't you just come on out and surrender? Fat chance we'll be ready if you try something like that again, Unc. Oh my, I'm absolutely terrified. Grandpa Punk based the pacifista lasers off the research he did on one of your powers, or on your powers. That's so cool. Huh. This is a different time, huh? Kizaru, that's a young Kizaru wearing a beanie and a tank top. Very old. Well, this is also when Sentomaru was really young. Interesting. I can't believe you're here to kill him. Sentomaru-kun, no one can protect him from his own choice to research the Void Century. I'm just a cog in the machine. Interesting little insight into Kizaru's sense of justice here. The way he sees it is, if it's not me coming to kill Vegapunk, it's going to be someone else. Because his choice to do this was his choice. Has nothing to do with me. And they're going to send someone to get him regardless. So, he doesn't see what he's doing as an issue. Because he's just playing his role. So, you know, definitely not a valid opinion, but interesting to see. Anyway, this fight isn't exactly in our best interest. Everything we break is a net loss for us. At this point, I think it's fair to assume that Rob Lucci and the others failed to complete their assassination mission. Thanks to the Straw Hats. Inside a certain warship. Oh man, Hold on. Make sure no one knows I am here. Yes, sir. The Straw Hat Pirates storm Egghead to take Vegapunk hostage. That is a good article. It's one of Morgan's. 5 Elder Planets, Warrior God of Defense Science, Jay Garcia Saturn. Here we go. And he's eating some, what is that, bratwurst? Or something? Sir, we have yet to receive any word from Cypherpole Zero on whether their mission was a success. However, we can draw our own conclusions based on Sentomaru's resistance. It can be safely assumed that Dr. Vegapunk and his 6 satellites are up in the Labostratum, along with the 4 Seraphim assigned to protect them. Thank you for the $2, D. LaJoy Boy. Thank you, bro. He says, Gorosei Garcia, the Glizzy Gobbler. And he just has like a shredded Zoro as his profile pic. A man after my heart, I see. This is a crazy, wow. I can't believe that. He got name dropped like 10 chapters ago and the dude's just gobbling glizzies. He's like, he's reminding me of, almost reminds me of Virgo. Virgo had the donut or like the burger stuck to his face or whatever, a steak. He has a whole ass steak and eggs stuck to his cheek. That's awesome. It seems that they joined forces with the Straw Hat and his 10 crew members. Our advance guard included 3 members of CP0, Rob Lucci, Kaku, and Stussy. There were also a number of other Cypherpole agents. Really? Oh, but it seems like they've been captured in the Fabrio Stratum by Sentomaru and his battalion of Mark III Pacifista. As the Frontier Dome is currently at 100%, we can be certain that nobody can get in or out of the Labostratum. Unfortunately, we have no way of knowing what has transpired on the interior of the dome in the last day or so. And where have the researchers and workers of Egghead gone? They evacuated yesterday, but we have tracked and confirmed the current position of their ships. And what would we do if they got away? They might know something. Sink them immediately. Ooh, no. Yes, sir. Saint Saturn, your worship. Saint Saturn, your worship. There is one more thing. The glutton, Jewelry Bonnie, was reported to be on the island too. Ah, Kuma's daughter. Well, we no longer have any use for her, but given that she is just a little girl, you can leave her be. Understood. What do they mean by that? Is she naturally like a young girl? Like, is she actually not? Is her current age not her current age? Like, this is a fake? This is her aging herself up? Is she a little girl? That's interesting because she also has like a kind of childlike mentality. That would be, but I don't know, she's like fairly mature. Kizaru-san, we've picked up a transmission from Egghead. It appears to be a long-range call. Uh-oh. Ring, ring, ring. Ring, ring. Ba-doop, ba-doop, ba-doop. Ba-doop, ba-doop. Gotcha. This is Marijois, over. Admiral, you have a black transponder snail on your left arm. Yeah? That means you can listen in. The Room of Authority. Hey, this is York speaking. Oh, it's you. You guys are so rude. Why the heck are you trying to kill me too? I went out of my way to tell you all about the Stella's betrayal. You did do that, but then again, you are Vegapunk just as much as he is. I love the, you know, I really hope York gets her fucking just desserts, because when this traitor thing happened, my first response was like, I want to become a celestial dragon. That's the dumbest idea ever. That's an awful reason. And they're absolutely not going to accept you, and they're going to use you and then betray you. And the fact that you have Vegapunk's brain inside that little noggin of yours there, and you weren't able to piece this together. Meanwhile, the average 12-year-old reader of One Piece is probably going to have no problem coming to that same conclusion I did. tells me that York is among top 3 dumbest characters in the entire story. Really dumb. If I had any interest in the Void Century, why would I blab about it? It makes no sense. That's true. Meanwhile, hey, those people who left the island, they might know something. Let's sink their ship. In any case, you've done well to survive this long. We'll just kill you later. Didn't CP0 pay you a visit? And what happened to the Straw Hat Pirates? Since I'm the one calling you, I'll let you take a wild guess. You do realize I have the Seraphim under my control, right? The fact that I survived the night shouldn't come as a shock. Anyway, what's with this fleet you've got buzzing around the island? Are you trying to wage a little war on little old me? As a matter of fact, York, we've had a change of heart on that matter. Am I right in thinking that you are capable of replicating the Mother Flame alone? What? Huh. Oh, well, you look at that. So you do want something from me. I'm glad I sent it. Indeed, this is a special request we're acting on. A request? From whom? I'm glad I sent it. What? Did York give them is the Mother Flame like a one-time use item that did York give them the Mother Flame that they used on Lulusia? Like the artificial, is that like the artificial Mother Flame? And that's what was used on Lulusia and York gave them that? Either way, if that's what you want, the power station I need to make it is here. Hey, hold on, this is important. Kanji can be read as fusion reactor. So they have a nuclear reactor on Egghead. Well, well, well. Just promise you won't lay a finger on me or my lovely laboratory. Very well. Also, I still want to be a celestial dragon. That can be arranged. That's bullshit. That's bullshit. They are not going to do that. That's absolute bullshit. Then you've got a deal. There's just one other thing I need you to do first. Save me! Straw Hat Luffy is here and he's going to kill me. What? What? What the hell? Oh, wait a second. Wait a second, what? Please crush these psychos. I see, everything's finally coming into focus. Wait, they just heard all of that? What? I don't really get it, but we can just use her as a human shield to get away, right? Does that mean we're under siege? So that's how it is. The grand conspiracy has been foiled and the crew's all together. Where's Shaka? Shaka is just dead. Shaka is straight up gone, probably. Where's Robin? Where's Robin? Everyone else is here, right? Brooke, Chopper, Frankie, Usopp, Nami, Zoro, Jinbei, Luffy, Sanji. Yeah. I mean, there's not everyone's even on this panel. They might just be unaccounted for on this panel. Stussy? Where's Stussy at? Does Sanji just did he just make pancakes on the spot? Is he bringing pancakes to? What is that? All right, well. Huh. This is a really crazy turnaround. So now the Straw Hats directly heard from the Gorosei. Well, that was fire. Okay. D. LaJoy Boy, thank you for the $5, bro. He said, I'm betting on the Straw Hats will set off the fusion reactor while escaping to destroy Egghead and keep it from falling into world government hands. I like that idea. I think Egghead is not going to exist by the end of this arc. I'm pretty convinced it's going to be wiped off the map before the arc is over. It has to be. It has to be. Alright, so reminder to everyone, like D's stream if you haven't already. It really does help me out. It helps the streams with visibility when when I go live and it puts the stream on people's homepage. The more likes the stream has, the more likely it is to show up for people. YouTube will put it in front of people more. So please do like the stream if you haven't already. It really does help out if you've been enjoying it so far. If you enjoyed that reaction, I certainly enjoyed the chapter. That was a crazy lore dump kind of chapter, wasn't it? Right, because we got a look at various places in the One Piece world, and I like how it actually turned out that I said this at the beginning of the chapter. I mean, I feel like anyone could have guessed this, really, but it's like, yeah, we aren't back at Egghead yet. I think, yeah, 1090 makes sense. It felt like, wow, Oda wants to go back to Egghead this chapter, huh? But no, we actually did spend, while we did get back to Egghead in like the last couple pages, but this chapter is mostly other stuff. So, yeah, it looks like I said, next chapter is going to be where we're back in action. We're back with Luffy and the squad. I also just want to point out, I think it's pretty great that the first thing we see upon return is we haven't seen Luffy in months, and the first thing we see when we get back is him eating some meat. So that's just our goat doing the typical thing. I actually love how everyone's just eating here. It looks like there was a pretty tough scrap that happened, and everyone's kind of recovering right now. Yeah, that was great. Great chapter. Moog says, Earthquake had no epicenter. Oh, first off, thank you for the VIP message. Didn't even register. Earthquake had no epicenter and happened 6 days after Leloucia. Wasn't because of the Mother Flame. What did I say about Emu having the Earthquake fruit? LMAO. Okay, that's bullshit, though, because Blackbeard has that fruit. Right? But I agree that there could be something more about Emu's power. Might be related to the core of the planet, maybe. Could be like, I don't know. It could be like tectonic plates devil fruit. I don't know. But like, it's definitely not the earthquake fruit. Okay? Let me just say that. There is an earthquake fruit. It exists. The tremor fruit. I can't think of any better depiction of earthquakes. Unless it's like a literal, like, yeah, I'm shifting the plates of the planet. In that case, I would give you the point there. But I just don't know if that's going to be Emu's power. Could it? But what you said though, Moog, does have me thinking. Could it have come from? Does Emu's power let them do something from within the planet? Like, is there something that happened inside the planet that was activated by that event? Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I might even be in the camp that Emu doesn't have a devil fruit, and that Emu is just abusing, the power that the world government has access to, all these ancient weapons, various pieces of technology that the rest of the world doesn't know about, from the Void Century with capacity for great destruction. I don't feel like you even need a devil fruit at that point. Although it would probably make sense, right, for Emu to have some super strong power to be able to keep them on top or whatever. But I don't know. I don't know about that, guys. I don't know. I've thought about it, and like I of course I'm not writing off all the possibilities, but like Emu could just not have a devil fruit. Especially if we're saying that the ocean hates devil fruits, and whatever Emu did here raised the water level of the entire ocean. And on top of that, if Emu is the one that's like supposed to represent Mother Nature or Gaia or whatever in this planetary scheme, then it would make sense for Emu to be the one that hates the ocean and hates devil fruit users. Because devil fruits are the only means by which people can fight back against the world government. The world government can control everything except people's desire, and people's desires are what create devil fruits in the first place. So that might be why Emu might hate devil fruits, and that would explain a lot. It would make more sense to me for Emu to not use one in that case. Yeah. Yeah, ocean devil fruit, Kavatica, that's also an interesting idea, like, because Oda doesn't want, like, a water devil fruit, and I'm pretty sure that was, like, confirmed that, like, he, just, like, specifically was like, no, there's no water devil fruit or something. I'm not sure how true that is. Let me look that up. Oda water devil fruit. Oh, this is a fanfic wiki. Is there anything... I feel like I remember Oda saying something about that. Like, he wouldn't want to make that? I don't know. Maybe I'm misremembering or just making some shit up. I don't know, guys. But, like, if Emu has the ocean devil fruit, or, like, the water fruit, the Mizu Mizu no Mi, that would be insane, because then that would mean Emu is the natural counter to all devil fruit users. So that could also explain why the hole doesn't fill up in the ocean, right? Like, why doesn't the hole in the ocean fill? Maybe Emu has some control over that. Something to think about. People in the comments. Some of these are good. These memes. I don't know if you guys can see them here. Who invited my man Blood? Bro thinks he's on the team. It's just Lucci. That's true. He's like there with all the Straw Hats just chilling. I wonder how many people are going to start saying Lucci for Straw Hat after this. How many of you guys would be upset if Lucci became a Straw Hat? I don't think he ever will. I'm just going to throw this out there as a meme question to see how many people this would upset. Here. I'm going to start a poll. If Lucci was a Straw Hat, would you be mad? I don't think he should be. But I would want to know what you guys think of that. Imagine. It would never happen. I don't think it would ever happen. I think the best that would happen with Lucci is, like, he realizes the world government sucks, and he breaks off from them, but he does his own, like, solo thing. But I would, you know, that this is the thing though, right? Because, like, Lucci, so this is, for me, Lucci as a Straw Hat, while I don't think it's gonna happen, I think it's less upsetting than the idea of, let's say, Caesar becoming a Straw Hat, right? Because Caesar is genuinely a piece of shit, and he did, like, some really awful things in the story to, like, children, and, like, he's a villain of an entire arc single-handedly. While Lucci is the villain of Enies Lobby, in reality, Lucci was not acting on his own orders. He was just like Kizaru put it, cog in the machine. Lucci was enacting his sense of justice, and he believed that Nico Robin posed a genuine danger to the world. He drank the Kool-Aid from the world government, right? Lucci drank the Kool-Aid. He believed that Robin is a danger to the world, and he needed to stop her. He needed to kill her and capture her in order to save the world from imminent danger. That's his sense of justice. I'm just saying, it's a little bit different, right? Like, it's not the same exact thing. So, could I see Lucci doing a 180 and having a change of heart where he is fighting for a different team? Yeah. Do I think he's going to be on the Straw Hats? No. I could see a scenario where the former Cypherpole agents form a fleet, a ship in the Straw Hat fleet. I think that would be fun. I think that'd be really fun. To get the Cypherpole agents that like showed up on Egghead, and by the end of Egghead they get Stockholm syndromed into liking the Straw Hats, right? And then there's like a whole Cypherpole segment of the Straw Hat Grand Fleet featuring these guys. I think that'd be possible. Yeah, so I agree, Vargon. Lucci redeemed? Yes, possible. Lucci sleeping on the Sunny? No. I think Lucci, Kaku, I think all the people in Cypherpole have not been made too severe of villains for them to be irredeemable. Yes, they're murderers, right? But that doesn't really mean shit, because like, you could argue that for a lot of characters. You could argue that Zoro was a murderer too, right? Zoro has killed people. That doesn't really mean much. It's why they're murdering people. And as far as I can tell, all of Cypherpole were just taking orders and doing their job as Cypherpole agents. They weren't like, they didn't have some deep inner evil beliefs. I don't know. Maybe some of them. I just feel like they are redeemable. After what we've seen on Egghead with Lucci like working together side by side with Luffy. And then there was that moment at Marijois, right, with Vivi? And like Vivi trying to escape, like, it makes you think, right? Like, it makes you really think, like, these guys might be redeemable characters. Like, they might not be totally gone in terms of being villains. So yeah, I don't know. I feel like people are willing to cut characters. Yeah, so I saw someone mention Kid. Yeah, Kavatka, that's a good point too. People like have no problem with like hyping up Kid, or like, you know, seeing Kid as like not a bad guy or an evil guy, but Kid killed people. Like, he killed people over like minor things. He was willing to like murder all of Shanks's Grand Fleet, and then people were like upset when he got one shot by Shanks. Reality is, like, you know, in the pirates world, if you become a pirate, you accept that you can get killed, you can die. That's part of a pirate's life. Luffy, from the very chapter that Luffy was in the cage with Buggy and Nami, and Nami was like forced to light the cannonball, and then she looked at Luffy, and Luffy was like, well, this is what you get for fucking with pirates. That's what it is. That's all this is. Luffy on the execution stand. Well, I'm dead. That's like that's the life they're exposed to. So unless these characters like truly have some awful, you know, like irredeemable beliefs, I don't know. I think there's still space to have the at least the Cypherpole agents that are stuck with the Straw Hats on Egghead right now. I could see a world in which maybe by the end of this they drop their affiliation with the world government. Yeah. So I'm gonna end the poll. It looks like most people would be mad. That's pretty funny. But yeah, I think it's just a fun little thing to think about. I'm not trying to apologize for Lucci here. I'm just trying to say there's clearly a little bit of forgiveness that's being thrown his way as of this arc. Like, he's not being treated as just a cold, heartless killer anymore like he was in Enies Lobby. And we had this with multiple One Piece villains in the past. We had Crocodile. Crocodile has changed a lot since Alabasta. And you gotta also put in perspective, it's been a very long time, not only in the One Piece world, but in the manga. It's been a long time since Enies Lobby. Oda gave Crocodile like a solid 3-4 arcs before he brought him back into the story, and then started to do some things with his character, add some depth, change his character around, even though Crocodile was also a horrible person who was ready to cause the deaths of tons of people. Remember, he did put that bomb in the clock tower. You know, Crocodile's not a good dude, but I think we've come around on him a little bit more over the course of the story, because he is shown to have some depth, some layers to him. He's not just comically evil. And I think in the same sense, maybe it's been long enough since Cypherpole has done their shit that I think we can maybe add some depth to these characters, and maybe they're not just going to be simple mindless drones that follow the world government orders anymore. I would love to see a world in which all these cool characters from CP0 who you know, already lost to Luffy once, I would like for by the end of this, instead of fighting with Luffy, yeah, they use this as an opportunity to maybe learn from him. Maybe their values change. I would love to see an independent Lucci that isn't just following orders. I want to know what this guy would do on his own. Doesn't that interest anyone else? Straw Hat conversation aside, because it's not going to happen. Don't you want to see what type of decisions Rob Lucci would make on his own when he's not being given orders? I want to see that. I want to know what this guy would do when he doesn't have a boss telling him what to do, and what his values would be, what he would protect. We saw in the Cypherpole cover story when they protected their like home base on that island. You know, they have a lot of personal attachment to their home, to each other as like members of a team. You know, I don't know. I think it would be interesting to see what this guy's values truly are. Lucci likes to follow orders. He's a killer, and following orders allows him to do just that. Yeah, but you know what the thing is with that, Poppy? We're starting to see that he doesn't like to follow these orders anymore. Right? Like, we're starting to see that it's not so clear-cut with him as we used to think. And that's what's gotten the noggin jogging here. I'm like starting to think, you know, is there more to this guy than just being like an evil, cold killer assassin? I think Oda is doing something with him here. So this is gonna be fun. I'm really excited to get back to Egghead, honestly. Like, it's great that we're back. It's great to it's just like great to see all these characters back again and doing stuff, because it's been a good minute. So I'm excited to see how, now that we skipped a bunch, we've actually missed a bunch. According to the timeline that it seems like we've been given in this conversation with York, it's been a couple days. It's at least been a day since we last saw them. So we have some catching up to do. Stuff has happened on the island. A bunch of the islands probably been fucked up and destroyed, and a lot of new developments, and all these characters have now had to intermingle and work together. All these Cypherpole agents have clearly been working together with the Straw Hat crew. You know, let's find out what we... Oh, no! Wait! Break next week?
What the hell?
Damn it! Why didn't anyone tell me? Alright, well that sucks. It's because his fights with Luffy are changing him, just like Crocodile grew from their fight. Yeah, that's how I see it. I think that's a cool way to have this character change. Every encounter that these characters have with Luffy, like Lucci, Crocodile, Smoker, like they get changed a little bit by it. They don't leave the same way that they came in. So they get their maybe getting your ass kicked does something to you. It does something for your morals. I don't know. Damn. We getting Gear 5th in the anime though. That's true. When does that happen? When is the episode drop for that? It's weekly Shonen Jump break, a Bone Festival, yeah. Oh, right, it's fucking August. Yeah, that's a good point. Shonen Jump, there may be a chapter released next week on Scanlation sites. Oh, that'd be good. That'd be good. Breaking Hearts, not breaking the manga. It's on the 6th? The episode comes out on the 6th? Alright, well that's awesome. Hold on, let me, well, I'm probably going to end the stream in a minute anyway. I was going to blow my nose, but let me just say some final words before we get going. I don't have too much more to say. I want to do a shorter stream today because I did a long one last time. But it was a great chapter. And, okay, so a couple things. I will be reacting to the Gear 5th episode. It's Saturday night, Chance? Okay, so I cannot do Saturday night, but I'll probably be able to make it happen on Sunday. And, excuse me, yeah, I'm gonna live react to the Gear 5th episode on Sunday, probably. So, we'll be back in, like, just a few days for that. And then probably after that's over, after we get done watching that, we'll spend the rest of the stream. I wanted to dedicate some time brainstorming good ideas for future stream, like topics and stuff. So, we can dedicate some time to doing that after watching the episode and discussing it. And another thing, I do think I'm going to start rolling out, because it's just been hard between like all my other stuff, to just focus on only the long form content. I do plan to get the next theory video out and all that, but I do think with this chapter, I think I'm going to start doing chapter review videos on YouTube, maybe talking about the chapter. So I'm going to try and get that out sometime within this next week. There was one comment that resonated with me where someone mentioned, I think it was Duarte, where they mentioned that they thought it would be great for me to be more present with you guys through the final saga, like chapter to chapter, to have some video or something where I'm like kind of moving along with everyone and giving my opinions as we move through it. So I think I am going to start doing chapter review videos or like discussion videos where we go more in depth. And that'll be the typical content I put up. And that way, whenever I do have my bigger videos ready, it's easier to bridge the gap, right? Because when that's ready, then it'll go up. And then in the meantime, you have all these, you have the weekly discussion videos where maybe I'll talk about a minor theory I have, or like something based on the chapter, like kind of like what we do today. So some people told me, another person told me in that one poll, they said, oh, fuck, what did they say? Now I'm just blanking on myself. Oh yeah, they said they don't watch my streams for the chapters because they don't watch, like, it's just too long for them. So I had some people telling me like, yeah, I don't watch your weekly streams for the chapters, but I do want to see your thoughts. So if there was a way for you to do videos about the chapter that's instead of a 2-hour VOD, it's like a 10-15 minute video talking about the chapter, they would appreciate that, because that's the best way for them and their schedule to like. And I'd imagine it's not only them. I'd imagine there's a lot of people out there that would probably prefer not to have to sit through the 2-hour or 1.5-hour VOD to see my whole reaction to the chapter and my thoughts. Maybe it'd be better to have an avenue for people to like condense it. So that's what I'm going to try and start doing. So that's going to be within the next week. I'll probably have this video up. And yeah, and then we're going to do the Gear 5th reaction. Yeah, I'm glad you guys seem to like this idea. This seems to be some, yeah, it seems like you guys all agree that this is good. So that's what we'll do. So we got another stream coming up in a couple days, and then we have a new video format. We're going to be doing chapter reviews like everyone else. I'm going to be bringing that to the channel. And I think I'm also going to start rolling out YouTube shorts. I am not going to stop doing my reactions, Bungo, don't worry. I'll be doing the reactions like normal every time. The reactions are for you guys to catch my initial thoughts, my initial reaction, and then the review is going to be more like well thought out. Like I'm actually going to sit down and digest the info, think about it, and come to you with more constructed ideas and thoughts. So we're gonna have a nice little balance between both. All right, guys. So with that being said, no, Hassan. I'm sorry, I said a couple days, a few days. Sunday night, I will be reacting to Gear 5th. Let me just make sure I don't have anything going on Sunday. Yeah, I'm chilling. Yeah, so I'll see you guys Sunday night for the Gear 5th episode. I'm very excited for that. And until then, I hope you guys all have a great rest of your week, a great rest of your day, a great day, a wonderful night, and a fantastic romance dawn. Thank you all for being here. Thank you for the gift memberships, the donations, the generosity, the support. I really love you guys. I appreciate all of it, and I'm looking forward to seeing you guys on Sunday. So I'll catch you guys then, and hope you guys enjoyed the stream today. Take it easy. Peace.